أكبر الله 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 أكبر مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين ألم نشرح لك صدرك سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا ولك الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا ولك الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وانا تشيريانو وياني نيي na yaje ne komchene atumu ene jankro friend wo mu we ya ne dida eya abasobo ediman obi a ne nsuma yem san nyina oye ne yie na Ramadan busume no mo no woye ne suban ene ne kasa yi we no ye edabia eye abonifache ene ano adoye eye ene yamoye ediman obi a wono waye obone na odi ache no waja manaka wani ene obi a na onam na usiesi adofo entem weni e dabia ni je dabia no kuremo ene obi a wasosum num ye weni dabia ene enyahoda edima muslim fo nyina so mu nyina ka mu akoma bom ba akopa we tipa edima ye nyina ye nim kan di se duma di aye bedin le se ye ni ya eno beboa ye enye se wono enye adibia eye edida edi ama obi a wono no obi owura fe ne pin na won kai obi pin na ne pin no odwe ne ho we ne ye dabia no ate na koma ho efre poni ene ahoya ene na odi jumadi papa islam nidie na wajaa na kon na konodie we eye edabie damro a wa shata de mro na nyeda bia na wono papa wa konti ya papa wa ofo konti ya wo mo na yakofo wo si kwan akatu eso ode ma e o sa de a yiti paket o ha ani yone ema ene nsohwa ode ni anti akoma ho emfiri akune ho ene ahoya ene asisie ne nyina kwa nyankopɔ enko a anuanom a ate ye kra ho na ya masebio ena zo ko shene ka se adusua o na fifero eye hyade ma muslimini ba ene muslimini be ma bia me yo muslimi fo asasi a yewu sunsuo no se de tie bia entwa aye ntwa adepa dise ye ntwa adepa so dise breguo ene no ho ena se de akoma so se no so yewu sunsuo a ye nimdie ensu a enya ade akoma no ahochew ene nyankopon esum eba ne mu ena afa so asa suban a ya mfinsuo ne subampa no eno so enya ade a obenya tipa na sas nimdie a yere ena tipa kra ho na ya na setna bibia ne tumi ne de ne nkoso nyina na obi a woni sa nimdie no woni nhira bia na esom nimdie nso ena manipa ehema ena kokohwira kwa ignorance eno na yira binom ena sekro ene amai ene de akeka ho ade nti ya nwene ne mfantu ya hofo ene ade a yeguso ade nti ne yensisa yenso bai no ya muslimene nyakopon atene inna asase mu agudie na ugu atemwada no akotwa ena biase a ewo yesuso jumadie ne edi no na atemwada soso yebekwa kogu agonta nyanmo yesuro nyame ne fa ewiase se yefa ewiase wo se yatemwada ne fa ya setena wo se yewu ne fa ahoden se ye yade nyankopon wo nyankopon o ma eska na wonyi firi hiamo na kopon kokoko ka se were ni ade a me dia ma suma fa nyina ana me message to all Ghanaians is that we have to read the traders, we have to stop cheating. We the traders, some of the traders they cheat too much. Yesterday I sent one of my sisters to buy oil before they buy the oil for 1.5 Ghana cedi. 1.5 Ghana, 1.5 million. 150 OCD. But yesterday we sent him to go and buy oil for us. They say 4.5. You know them. Some of the traders they cheat too much. Almost nobody akosha abai no more bo abai tin so and abai na tutu normal mo yenfa what tutu normal mo a wo se abai otu normal mo yenfa eti anya ahweyie na wo mu so kurampo no said ya sie ntua ntitusuo do no wo mu ntua twetwa ntitusuo do mo asofo don fa nhyehyem ma wo mo anyi bi on nya ntitusuo do tua tax so ma bai no fa nya aduma so on pese wo tua enti na sebi ebino no ya na ejatom no wo pescan too much and o konsheni kan se onipa dasani be pesca sa ko pe mira obewuni ahye na yam na fumu ene nnati e enti me message am ni ma Ghana nyina no ya Ghana for no aye na ya se Ghana no ewi ani eda ni e de akobo abai yes abai na abai na we ni de mu yi o wo so mu tiata asima no na mo fa nya no efiro konsheni time so and now my taxes say now more customs taxes one at the buy said now more customs taxes one at the buy cherry van I ship be obetwa more no obetwa bia na tax no o koye bibira de twam na eje tax o ta dey na mo dey tax bia na fa mo aman no o ma dey bo aman na o so obi kwaje tax no adi a eso no a uwu anya me ne bebusa no ente mo nyere wona mo tua tax no eno be boa ye nyinara ena fesu die tosu bio de medi mami nwia no mo nyinara Ghana mampani woni na badi akire any stakeholders mpanifo a omgom any wiase nyina say o mon kasa nkire Zelensky Ukraine president o mon kasa nkire no on surrender na fekura no mo si Putin ebe to war e won so one surrender wallahi be hweti so na me wonde nkokurafo ye yi o mu firi oba yo ni wa kura pozo wallahi ye yi na firi dem usu ala
la se wa ma eye ene ababeto ye nyina na obia a wofiri akirikiri ana benche ya wa babedu ha no ya mamu nyina mo akwaba eba eye Asokore Mampong Municipal Assembly a ene ye freno the airport municipal a wo Asante Mantemu ha said ye nyina esinim no se eye yedru eye da mosome kunkunu mu a ye nyina ye bompaye edisre eye Allah se obeye akoma so ade amaye na de pese ye nya bia nso so no Allah ede be maye na ye bebo maba so say for the past 30 days ye nyina ye to me I committed ni abompaye ede ama Ghana ede ama empanyimfo eye the president, the vice president, the regional minister and empanyimfo ene asante hini otufo se tutu abebio ene ne hemfo nyina enti yadamu nyina amase yabama obi bia kwa aba ni asere obi bia se ontena asumdwe mu na yede asumdwe anete ha yeba egina akwanya itutuso abo security fo nyina abaso empanyimfo a moda eye security council ewa Asante Mantemu ha ene municipal ha sei ene Ghana ha nyina se maboy ho ban ama bibia ya adwojo yebesere se yewie program isuso a mommo ya ho ban ene program isuso a ye mo ya ho ban na obi bia hwe se obedi mra so ewa Asokore Mampong ha because Asokore Mampong ha fo ye di mra so ana ye hwe emra so eye adwuma ya mamu nyina makwa aba ya wohye mu nyina baraka de sala ya mama kwa aba ya da mu nyina mas
Honorable Simon Semensa, pleasure and delight to be part of this important annual Eid of Fitr celebrations. As a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, one thing that is evident to me is that God is merciful, compassionate, and faithful to all humankind. The Lord Almighty is always ready to listen and grant the request of those who diligently ask and seek his presence through prayer. Eid al-Fitr is the beginning of new faith and continuation for all Muslims. On this special day, let us learn to accept all the blessings of Allah with an open heart and mind. My fervent hope and prayer is that your love, it is my hope that in spreading peace, especially as we celebrate Eid al-Fitr, we are blessed with kindness, patience, happiness, and prosperity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we live in a globalized world, and as a matter of fact, our existence as human beings has become more dependent on each other than before. Peaceful coexistence has therefore become a necessary feature in our interactions. We can achieve a harmonious coexistence by employing the idea of dialogue, mutual respect, and consensus building anytime we are confronted with individual differences and preferences. Recent events in the country have shown us how fragile peace can be, and therefore the need to constantly work at building and maintaining peace. Religion and religious affiliations are very powerful forces in society, which when abused in any form of extremism can destroy the fiber that binds us together as a people. Religion stands on the pillars of love and tolerance and should serve as an instrument of peace and unity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is worthy to note that none of the religion teaches violence, but rather all of them teach peaceful coexistence, tolerance, humanness, caring, sharing, as well as respect for constituted authority. If we abide and uphold these values, our society and country should be the most peaceful one on earth. It is worthy to note that none teaches violence, and as Ghanaians, tolerance and desire to coexist peacefully with one another should be one of our core values. We need to create an atmosphere worth living in as citizens. Our diversity should bind us and should encourage us to learn more about one another and build each other up. We should each be our brother's keeper, irrespective of our religious affiliation. Let us work collaboratively to solve
On behalf of His Excellency the President, Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, and the Vice President, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Nananom and the good people of the Ashanti region, I wish to congratulate all Muslims on this memorable day of Eid al-Fitr for a smooth and successful fasting period and the organization of this year's Eid al-Fitr. It was indeed my greatest pleasure to join you this morning to express our greatest gratitude to the Almighty Allah for our survival over the past 2 years when the COVID-19 pandemic struck the whole world. As a nation, we had our share of challenges during the period. We lost loved ones, lost jobs, and also could not come together as a family like this. It is for this reason that we wish to express gratitude to God, that although we are not completely out of the woods, the restrictions of the pandemic have been eased and we can gather this year. For that reason, we are grateful to Allah. On that note of gratitude to Allah, I commend all Muslims for your efforts in ensuring peace during this year's Ramadan, your commitment to peaceful coexistence with all Muslim groups and people of other religious beliefs and faith. This has largely contributed to the peaceful atmosphere that has prevailed in the region and the country as a whole. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Eid al-Fitr, as we all know, is an important religious performance observed by Muslims worldwide to mark the end of the Ramadan, the holy month of fasting, and also known as the festival of breaking fast. On this day of celebration, joint prayer and fellowship, we are reminded that Islam teaches protection of the poor and help for the helpless. Indeed, on this day, each Muslim is to remember his brother and share is expected of us as Muslims. This means shunning vengeance, violence, indiscipline, and other negative attitudes that affect our progress and development to enable us enjoy Allah's blessings. Occasions like this present Muslims, and indeed all Ghanaians, the opportunity to reflect and rededicate ourselves to the ways of our Maker and the cause of nation building. Nation building requires the effort of all stakeholders, and therefore we must work together in unity and remain focused. The unity between Muslims and Christians in Ghana is an envy of many countries in the world who would have wished to have such a relationship between these religious groups. In this regard, I call for the strengthening of unity of purpose that exists between religious organizations and the government, As you all know, both government and religious organizations share a common interest of promoting the well-being of Ghanaians. Ghanaians must therefore support government with prayers and rally behind it for the achievement of the vision of His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to ensure that Ghanaians everywhere achieve better living standards in the fulfillment of the government development agenda. Let me reiterate that it is for the cause of unity as a nation that His Excellency, the President of the Republic, chose the team working together, bouncing back together for this year's Independence Day anniversary celebration. As a nation, we need to work together, irrespective of our religious beliefs, ethnicity, and status. Chief Imam, brothers and sisters, the vision of the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, is to improve the quality of life of all Ghanaians, irrespective of our religious beliefs, ethnicity, or status. It is understandable that people may express their reservations about certain governmental decisions, but that is governance, and such opinions are, ladies and gentlemen. The ideals of democracy also provide that individuals have their rights and responsibilities as well, and therefore, as Ghanaians, we have the right to our religious beliefs, to do the work of our choice, and go about our daily activities according to the laws of the country. In the same vein, we have responsibilities in ensuring that we send our children to school, keep our environment clean at all times, and also pay our taxes to government's appropriate agencies. The Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Assemblies are mandated by law to collect revenue internally, and in the same way are responsible for the provision of services to meet your basic needs like schools, hospitals, market, lorry parks, as well as keep the environment clean. Permit me to use this opportunity to inform you that the Regional Coordinating Council launched the Sustainable Cleaning, Greening, and Beautification of Ashanti Region project, and in that regard, all jurisdictions in the region are to put measures in place to ensure that their environments are clean and beautiful. I wish to solicit your support and cooperation for the successful implementation of this project here in this municipality. That's Asokore Mampong municipality. With this cooperation with our assemblies, we can help deal with challenges and provide for ourselves the infrastructure and services needed for our forward march to prosperity. Let us work together and play our respective roles appropriately, because this nation has the potential to move forward from strength to strength and become a developed country when we work together. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my hope and prayer that having successfully gone through the month of Ramadan, Allah will continue to grant all Muslims the strength and power you need to be able to observe the obligations bestowed on you to promote the Islamic faith. I pray that this sacrifice and self-denial as religious obligation will bring Muslims together to renew your faith and cleanse your souls to meet the expectations of Allah. Chief Imam, my Muslim brothers and sisters, as we celebrate this year's Eid al-Fitr, I wish you all a happy celebration and Allah's blessings, and pray that the spirit of brotherliness and love will stay with us all through. I thank you all.
Freshly elected constituency chairman of the New Patriotic Party, MD Moru, ɛne mpanyimfo a maba bɛka yɛn ho nananom a mo ha sei ɛne ɔmanfo a mo kyia mu ha sei mede nkyia kɛseɛ ɛfiri His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo hɔ ɛde ma mo nyinaa nkyia ɛtɔ so biem Every the head of economic management team.
Asante Mantam Swafo. Ira Osemesa. Aso Hormampong. Emuni away. Wadano, Yamafase, Kennedy can come. My friend about training. I'm saying about trying to be watching. Chief Imam, I'll share a Swiss. A Peace Council, when you're by, I mean, a vocal. Richard Commander at the Bremo. As a charity say, or Boba Basso, somebody, my front to the Fredriasa. Actually, come. A moon shraddy. Yaman Casamodia. A organ of mine. As I say, you'll be at me, sir. A Fibia Moya, the Santi, Sanshadi, a Gusso, as on the Gugana Force. They already say, on mania, I should be one Muchagan and Yahubi. The Santi, Mommy, and my home by. That's what you're in your home. Santi goes in something. Basa basa and winning for so. So the Unia, not to my Tiaso. So the Unia, Unfa Abamba Grammy, Yagina Fowl door and the Korean tram. I put you out Dick, I said, but come among your four. I 10 years, go to Pay Travel as well, or be a yai. Number 4, which I could do for myself, I would have one thing. And winning for so. The Unia, and Van Toroso. I will be any Ginabiana ever twaba. Miss Ramon, my impress with many fish I bring. And go to bribe a twabaro, Nagana and Phantom Pefra. Young can see ya, who be Ghana any idea. Yet if I enter of a Congo, yet if I walk in a faso. Ghana I am and to also Sujagum, say Jantomoa, Bobo Tiloso. Yena I am I was a premas from River. Na Yatra Omemu. Ye press Ghana best aborigine. Now press Ghana best aborigine. Now so from the Unye. Busa won't say, I did my Yamagana and the Ghana Yamao. And on the idea I was a retreat. And they Yakobo Missaba, a bum. Yes, Rakwe. Moma, I will say I could in Naya as we Basabasa be in as we what we are front of form the Fredriasa. I feel more in Basabasa Coba and he said Basa. Madame Yina say, Jumamudi and Mama and so Amapa. Nancy Mete say, Pragia, Omipi Pragiano, and maybe a bound. Cane Nazogo from Quada. Open will be at the Apade Omoa, and then Tissa. Selsubano, a chefom. Zogo from performance original. Namunko Bissam, Sepragan, and Nabella Wong. I'm now home, woman is so, and now the kind of one. Now I'm show. Maybe any say where I knew, but if only in a Monkamutim pram, Namgo Bussam and Bra Wong. Now could I say, and what be adding? Now could I also see a Bussam who the awesome way as well. Munim Rasso. Munim Rasso. And now I'm Rasso dear, I am a diamond in this bazaar. Maybe be able to have a brain. Say, Yamishra, Namadema, and I'm looking for the big Kangana. I was saying, baby, Trakama. Muguso, Madame Massey. One one so ya, one twice, we do baby no. 99 tiles, the United so come up. But the Yamijamo, as we may come.
Azkaru mu duka lafiya muna roƙon Allah ya karba mana Allah ya karba mana Allah ya maimaita mana regional minister Simawasai, MC Asakwari Mampong, da tawagansu duka waɗanda suka rako su duka, wakilin otunfuwa Nana Asuman Kwahine, muna yi muku sannunku da zuwa, barkanmu da isa wannan shekara. Allah ya maimaita muna, Allah ya kai mu badi. Mai biye da shi shine sakonmu zuwa ga shugaban kasa Nana Akufo-Addo da mataimakinsa Alhaji Mahmud Bawumia, su ma muna yi musu barka da sallah. Allah ya maimaita mana. Abin da ke biye da shi 'yan uwayenmu da suka zo suka taimake mu su ne Christian Council da sauran jama'a duka, muna yi musu godiya, muna yi musu barka da sallah. Muna yi makwamatin da suka shirya wannan zama su ma muna yi musu godiya. 'Yan uwanmu sarakuna duka da limamai da malumma, sarkin zango ya ce yana gaishe ku, yana yi muku barka da isa, barkanmu da shekara. Allah ya maimaita muna. Abin da ke biye da shi bai dace mu yi irin wannan zama ba mu tuna ma ɗan uwanmu vice president Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia ba. In mun duba zamanmu ya sake, menene dalilin sakewar zamanmu? Shine aiki da yake yi muna na gyara masallacinmu. Masallacin nan kuma mun duba ba mun kuma shi kaɗai yake yi wa musulmin duniya duka. Aikin masallacin nan ya shafe shi, don me shi in ya zo wucewa sallah ya kama shi ya shiga ciki ya yi sallah. Sa'an nan ya zo Ghana duka, ya zo musamman mu a Shanti, ya zo musamman zangon Kumasi. Vice President muna yi mai godiya kwarai, Allah ya saka mai da alheri. Yanda ya share mana hawaye, shi ma Allah ya share mai. Don annabi ya ce muna wanda ya kyautata ma ka gode mai, wajibi ne. Don shi Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia, musulman Kumasi zango, musulman Ashanti zango duka muna yi maka godiya, sanda aikin lada. Abinda ka ciyar Allah ya mai ma da uwalinsa, yadda ka ɗaɗaɗa mana rai, kai ma Allah ɗaɗaɗa maka. Allah ɗaɗaɗa sauran 'yan uwa musulmai. Sarkin zango ya ce ne muku barka da sallah, yana gaida kowa, jama'an gari duka, liman ya yi mamu duka addu'a. Allah maimaita mu, Allah ba mu lafiya, Allah ba mu zaman lafiya, Allah ba mu lafiya, ya ba mu zaman lafiya. Suman Kwahini, in ka je gida ka gaya ma babanmu Otofo muna gaishe shi, muna yi mai